Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chris Teresi here, professional sports bettor and founder of www.wecoverspreads.com. I'm here a day early, give you guys a free pick on the Jaguars and the Jets. Everywhere I spoke to, it was unanimous. I spoke with my West Coast Vegas oddsmaker contacts, spoke with my New York City bookie contacts here in New York, and the vote was definitely on the Jaguars. So that's why I'm putting this up on Saturday to give you guys a jump on that. They all took wise guy money on the Jaguars. Actually, a close friend of mine, a guy you could also follow on Twitter, Mikey Connolly. That's MikeConnolly. He's an old school sharp wise guy. He told me I bet the Jaguars on the blind. As soon as the line opened, he took the 10.5 points. No handicapping, no nothing. Jumped on the Jags, didn't waste no time, and I think a lot of sharps were like that as well. They didn't want to lose the value with the Jaguars. That was something they were scared with. So sharps, they're like vultures. So if they see a number they like, they're gonna bet it as soon as the line opens early in the week. So a lot of guys had tickets on this since Monday, or Sunday night even some. So this game was bet a long time ago by sharps, but heading into the weekend, I still think there's value right now. Current numbers 9.5, 9. I'd expect it to jump back up with local books here in New York up to 10 tomorrow because New York, teams are going to be a popular bet here. I don't think you'll see the same thing in Vegas or with your local books or offshore. It should probably stay below 10. But I think here, if you're in the New York area, you definitely catch a 10 with your local tomorrow because they're going to try to protect themselves because all the square money with parlays is definitely going to come in on the Jets. Now, Week 1 stats are kind of overrated, but as you all know, I like to focus on running offense, run defense, quarterbacks, and turnover ratio. So we'll kind of touch on them. The Jags, they had no problem plowing the ball through Tennessee last week. 163 rushing yards, 3.5 per carry. Their defense was hands down awesome. 43. They only gave up 43 rushing yards, 3.3 per carry. Jones-Drew leads that rushing attack there. The run defense been pretty solid. One thing I like about the Jaguars, that offensive line, they've been putting a lot of money into it lately. They've been drafting a lot of good young players. So I like that Jaguars offensive line to control the line of scrimmage up front against this Jets front seven, which I think is very questionable. And I think we all got to see firsthand how questionable that Jets front seven really is. And also, the Jets secondary, we'll touch on that in a second. Now, we're going to go to the Jets. Run game looked atrocious. No runs over 7 yards against the Cowboys, and that Cowboys defense isn't that great, so that was a little shaky for me. They only gained 45 yards and 2.8 per carry. Run defense looked great as expected. They only gave up 64 yards, 2.5 per carry. So the Jets' run defense is really good, but like I said, though, the Cowboys, as I went last week's video, the Cowboys' offensive line is very inexperienced and immature. This Jaguars' offensive line, they're a very good offensive line, very slept on, one of the most underrated, and I think they'll be able to push around this Jets front seven throughout this game, and Jones-Drew should be able to get some good yardage racked up. Now, quarterbacks. Luke McCown did a very good job. I watched the film on that game, 175 yards, game managed that perfectly. He came in, he managed the game, completed 70% of his passes. Now, I think he's going to have to wing it around a little bit more here against the Jets this week. They're on the road, and they're going to have to score a little bit more points to keep up with the Jets. But I feel confident from what I've seen in him. He looked pretty good. I mean, he's a veteran. He's in his 8th season, so he should be able to do okay here. Jets secondary, one of the most highly touted secondaries in the league. They gave up 326 passing yards last week, so that's something there. The Romo, that's something there had me scratching my head. I'm not saying McCown's going to throw up that for all you fantasy guys, but definitely think he should do okay against this Jets secondary. And we know that there's been a beef going on between the Jags receivers and Revis, so that should be pretty interesting to see what happens with that. Sanchez, I'm not a Sanchez fan at all, but he didn't look that bad. He had 335 yards, completed 59% through 2 TDs and a pick. Sanchez is guaranteed to throw a pick, I think, almost in every game, so I'm sure the Jags will grab one up here. I just think it's too much points here, and these are the type of games sometimes the Jets come in here and they come out flat and lose these type of games. So I'm not saying that I think the Jags win this game, but I think as long as you're getting over a touchdown, there's plenty of value. I'm not a guy that likes trends, but I know some of you guys do. I like to throw them in my videos because, a lot of old school bettors always tell me, for every trend you could tell me, that's on the same side as your bet, I'll give you 5 on the other side. So, but here goes a couple of trends here that are the Jags are 6-0 in the last 6 meetings against the Jets against the spread. Del Rio, pretty good, not bad, 21-16-1 as a away dog. Straight up though, the Jags they've been pretty bad against the straight up. No spread involved in road games. Definitely haven't been that good. Rex Ryan, third season here. He's 6-9 as a home favorite, so he's below 500 as a home favorite. As far as laying chalk goes against the spread, free pick, take the Jags tomorrow, or if you're watching this Sunday morning, take the Jags today. As long as you get it 9.5. If you're in New York, probably catch it 10. And basically best of luck. And if you want, my premium card is up at www.wecoverspreads.com. Hope you guys have a great Sunday.